Let's do a regular grep search. Outputs.conf file. Okay, we got our matches there. Now that's awesome, but what if we want to see what is underneath each of those matches? We'll do this. We'll do the same command, but we'll add the dash uppercase A and the number 2, and then we'll run that. Now we get our matching line and one line underneath it and a second line underneath it. Well, that's really handy. Let's talk more about the dash uppercase A option. I'll give you more details, show you some more examples, and really get you locked in on how the dash A option can help you look beyond the matched line. The dash uppercase A option gives you context following the line with a match. It's perfect for displaying the surrounding log lines, configuration file snippets, and even stack traces. If you don't know what some of those are, no sweat. The concept in this video is what is useful and what you should strive to grasp. Naturally, I use the word after to help me remember what the dash uppercase A gives us, and that is lines after a line with the match. Now in my first example, I typed grep dash uppercase A to TCP out outputs.conf, which tells grep grab each line inside the outputs.conf file that contains the matching pattern TCP out and return that line plus 2 additional lines after it and display those on my screen. So grep goes to outputs.conf, grabs the lines containing matching patterns plus 2 additional lines after each line with a matching pattern and displays those lines on my screen. Now, if you're curious, outputs.conf is an actual Splunk configuration file. These headers are real sections within that file. Outputs.conf lives inside of a Splunk universal forwarder or heavy forwarder and tells it where to send the event log data that it collects, which is typically to an indexer or to a group of indexers. Now those details don't matter to understand the concepts in this video. I am telling you this because this is a real use case for the grep dash uppercase A option. I would use grep with the dash A command frequently to review Splunk config file headers like this when I managed a Splunk stack. Now I need to emphasize a detail to the dash uppercase A option because this can get confusing. When I just grep TCP out outputs.conf, grep looks inside the outputs.conf file, grabs the lines that contain the matching pattern TCP out, and displays those lines on my screen. Great, that's simple, basic grep behavior. But when I type grep dash uppercase A1 TCP out outputs.conf, grep goes inside the outputs.conf file and grabs any lines containing the matching pattern TCP out along with 1 additional line after the line with the matching pattern. The number you give grep after the dash A controls how many additional lines after the line with the matching pattern should be returned. Here's another quick example. Grep dash uppercase A to TCP out outputs.conf. Grep goes to the outputs.conf file and grabs each line containing the matching pattern, along with 2 additional lines after each line with the matching pattern. The second additional line after the primary line and first additional line just happens to be blank in this example. So grep will display those blank lines for us as they exist in outputs.conf. So don't get confused like I did. I used to think, wait, is dash uppercase A1 meaning just return the line with the match, or does it mean return the line with the match plus 1 additional line after? The number you give grep after the dash uppercase A is the number of additional lines you want after the match. For someone like me who looks at systems in a very, very detailed way, this nuance can trip you up. I know because it tripped me up. Now let's go back to our terminal for another example. We'll clear this. Let me show you what we're going to grab next in the states file. So we will grab the matching line, line 14, which contains Idaho, plus 3 additional lines after the line with the matching pattern. So the matching pattern plus 3 additional lines after the line with the matching pattern. Our last result should be line 17, which contains Indiana. Let me show you this. We'll go grep dash A3 Idaho in the states file. And there's our line with the matching pattern. And then here's our 3 additional lines after the line with the matching pattern, which coincides with the number 3 up here. So the -A option is really helpful for looking beyond the line of a match. And it's great for finding context. Keep it in your back pocket for when you want to take a quick peek inside of files and observe what exists around your patterns. That's it for -A. If there's a Linux topic you'd like broken down simply, clearly, and thoroughly, drop it in the comments. That's how I decide what to focus on next. And remember, keep pushing, keep watching videos, and keep getting better. But relax and enjoy yourself along the way. Cyber knowledge really is a marathon, not a sprint. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.